Hi, this is Divya, Assistant Professor, Biomedical Engineering Department in SNS College of Technology. In this video, we are going to see about the types of, in the previous video, we have told about, we are going to see about the MRI coils. And here is the first type, that is gradient or a superconductive coil. This gradient or a superconductive coil is a main coil in MRI scanner. Okay, gradients are simply loops of wires or a thin conductive sheet on a cylindrical shell that lies just inside the bore of an MRI scanner. Okay, this is a gradient. Gradient coils are simply loop of wire. It is just a simply loop of wire or a thin conductive sheet on a cylindrical shell. Where it is present is that it lies just inside the bore of the MRI scanner. What is called the bore is that the donut shaped structure we have right in the MRI scan system, that place is called as bore of MRI scan. It is made up of a fiberglass coated with epoxy resin. Okay, it is a fiberglass coated with epoxy resin. When an electrical current passes through these coils, the result is a secondary magnetic field which causes the resonance frequency of photons to vary in the function of position. Okay, when an electrical current passes through these coils, it results in secondary magnetic field. Okay, it results in a secondary magnetic field which causes the resonance frequency of photons which is present in our body, okay, will vary in its positions when an electrical supply is produced through the coils. Okay, the main function of gradient is to allow spatial encoding of an MRI signal. Okay, the main function of this gradient coil is to allow spatial encoding of an MRI signal, but are also critical for a wide range of psychological techniques. Okay, it performs the main function of main function of the gradient coil is to allow the spatial encoding of MRI signal, magnetic resonance imaging, right? That signal, when it is produced, it will provide a space between the signals, but it will also critical for a wide range of psychological techniques. When it comes under the psychological techniques, this gradient coil will be a bit critical. Okay, this is the main coil in MRI scanner. Gradient coils are simply looped in a wire or a thin conductive sheet on a cylindrical cell, that where it is present is it's just present inside a bore of the scanner, MRI scanner. It is also coated, it is made up of fiberglass coated, and when the electrical supply passes through the coil, the photons, it produces a secondary magnetic field, and secondary magnetic field which results in secondary magnetic field and which causes the resonance frequency of photons, which is varied in the human body, which is when the supply is given to the human body, the photons present inside the body will be varying in its position. Okay, next is MRI systems uses three set of gradient coils, X, Y and Z. Okay, MRI system uses three gradient coils, X, Y and Z gradients. From this diagram we can see that X coil, Y coil and Z coil, how the patient is inside the MRI, and what are the parts we have. We have radio frequency coil, gradient coil, magnet, patient tables, all these. Okay, next is we have is X, Y and Z coil. Why this X, Y and Z coils are used? What is the use of X, Y and Z coil? X coil is used to measure the patient's right to left position, to scan right to left position, and Y coil is used to scan top to bottom. Patient's top to bottom, head to toe. Okay. Next, Z coil is used to scan the patient's front and back. Okay, front and back. X coil is used to scan right to left. Y coil is used to scan from head to toe, and Z coil is used to scan top and bottom of a patient, that is front side and back side of a patient. These are the main functions of X, Y and Z gradient which is present in the main gradient coil. Thank you.